So, okay, first off, there's a lot to explain. One, yes, I am aware that I'm late. Two, I need to eat, because I haven't finished that either. Someone speaks second hand in the chat. Oh, shit. Ah. 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 Just swallow. Hold on. Oral difficulties. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Hey, CG. Yeah, sorry I'm late. 10, 20, let's go 30. Is Ken coming? Or has Ken abandoned me? Yeah, so some stuff happened. Whole hour? I'm only 40 minutes. And I said I would start around 6:10 today, so I'm only really 20 minutes. No, 30 minutes. I'm only like a half hour late. So some stuff happened. I was not planning to stream today, and now we are. And then I got food, and I was finishing something else, and then I got really exciting news. So have I told you about the betta breeding thing? We are currently breeding bettas, which are a really hard fish to keep alive because they don't like to eat. They love to just not eat, and then they, like, die. So that's great. I'm definitely not that late. I'm definitely not an hour late. You're probably reading the time wrong. I'm quite certain I'm only like 30 minutes late. Yeah, no, that's right. Wait, I said I'd be starting in 30 minutes. Then, now it's an hour later, so I'm 30 minutes late. I did this right. Hey, cool.com. So, bettas are hard to keep alive. And there's a guy in Germany who breeds them and he said his record was like 9 days after introducing a new one to get to breed. We've now done it in 5. So that's really cool. A really hard to keep alive fish. We found just a super chill one. It was just fine with being just, like, held in its bag of water on, like, someone's lap while we were driving it home. Incredible. We put it in the tank. First day they meet, first day they're introducing each other. It's been 5.5 days, they've already laid eggs. The eggs are dead now, because they fell off and they got eaten, which is pretty normal for eggs. Especially the first time. So, there aren't actively eggs, but there were eggs. And after 5 days I don't even know if that might be unheard of. You have a new fish. Yes, we have a second betta, and they are now breeding. And the eggs are all eaten. Because the way fish work, right? If anything is wrong with the eggs, they'll just eat them. So the eggs are supposed to be stuck to the ceiling. They fell off. And then when we went in to reattach them to the ceiling, the male betta immediately went up to them and was like, inspecting them, right? Immediately goes up to them, inspects them, and is like, yeah, this is wrong, and then swallows them whole. And then just eats them. Which is what they're supposed to do. So, they fell off, now they're doomed. So we tried reattaching them, no, they got eaten. They're all gone. That's a normal thing. But after 5 days is incredible. Cannibalism. Yeah, yep, yep. But it's been... I mean, they're supposed to do it, right? It keeps, like, predators out of their cave, stops things from rotting. It's a safety measure. But after 5 days for the first eggs is, like, incredible. Again, it took this professional in Germany 9 days at his record. This is our first time it's been 5 days. His record, his professional record is 9 days. We got one in 5.5. And there's another, like, there's like a ocean or a aquarium who's only just now able to slightly start breeding bettas. We're just like, throw 2 of them in a tank, it'll work out. World record. It might be. In terms of... probably not in, like, the ocean, right? But in terms of, like, people breeding them, it very well may be. And I still haven't eaten my hamburger. Because this came, and I left it on my bed while I went to go look at the fish. So, I'm not even ready to start yet. But I had to start streaming. I'm not prepared at all. Because this fish thing, like, captivated me so much. I've been talking about it for the last 30 minutes. That's why I'm so late. I would have been on time, but I spent 30 minutes talking about the fish. I would have been fine. Now here we are. You put up/down chairs and got Jolly Ranchers. What exactly were you doing with the chairs? Say that again. And go into more detail. When you put down the chairs, and I got the one. Then afternoon, I put up the chairs, and you got 2. So you just help the teacher by by setting up the classroom. Nice. I sent my TOK class a John Oliver video to explain why I had put my hand up yesterday when we were talking about politics, for why some drug legalization might be a good thing. I don't think anyone watched it, but it was insightful. I get to do my part in pretending to help. Should I tell Ken you're live? Yeah, probably. I have a feeling he's hiding purposefully, but you can give it a try. Once Ken gets to know data tables, I think he's really gonna like them. It's a really fun game. I'm just gonna wait until CG's next message comes through, because no one else is talking, I assume. Is there anyone here? There's 2 people. Anyone else in chat? I should get a drink after this, too. I'm still thirsty. Hey, Emmanuel. Yeah, I'm just, like, not... I was just really not prepared for this. But the fish thing's really cool. I'm the one from ITA. What's ITA? Anyone remember what ITA is? I have no idea what he's talking about. Oh, Italy. Still don't know what you're talking about, but sounding more familiar. There's a guy in my math class named Emmanuel. He's always late. That is like his #1 character trait. He walks into the classroom 10 minutes late. I know no one that's from France that isn't famous. Sorry, what? Why do you only know famous people from France? There was something I meant to say, but I've forgotten what it is now. We're almost done the hamburger. Not a very healthy supper. McDonald's hamburger isn't traditionally very good to eat. You just don't know anyone from France? I know my my Français teacher. He is from France. He's really good too. I have another French teacher who's also really good. My school actually is like really good for like that kind of stuff. Apparently we've got like Remy the chef rat. I don't think he counts. Our school actually has like some of the best French teachers in the country. Like I think like one of my French teachers has like had a student win like a national competition. And or this has happened like multiple occasions or something. We've got a couple who they're all really good, but they're all good. There's one who's really good. My school has really good teachers in general. What do you want to talk about? You guys wanted this stream. I'm running numbers and responding to questions or anything. Whatever you want, that's what we're talking about. I took the easier one, Spanish. Is Spanish really easier than French? They're both about as useful. Spanish and French are both spoken in large parts of the world. I don't know which one is like more important. Probably French. There's a lot of countries that speak French. A lot of Africa. Whereas like South America is mainly like the Spanish area. Oh, you're Hispanic. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. But then like a lot of that is Portuguese as well, technically, which is also very similar to French. Either Span or Frank. Italian isn't very common. It's mainly just like who did colonialism. English is very common. French is very common. Spanish and Portuguese are very common. I think there's like a surprising amount of Dutch around there too. But yeah, Italian, Polish, Ukrainian, Russian. You go to know Chinese or I don't know what the languages are called. Punjabi and something. I think there's like 3 main Indian languages, as well as there's Chinese, Japanese, Korean. Those are all good because that's a very densely populated area of the world. There's a lot of people that speak those. There are brain chips being developed? Hey, Nickel. I'm just finishing eating, and then we're going to be doing data tables. I am kind of aware, yeah. I keep... This is actually funny. My teacher keeps telling us, like, because of all the new AI stuff coming out, the testing people, they're like, with the IB, they have to, like, keep telling us. Sounds fun. Oh, it is, yeah. They have to keep telling the teachers to tell us that, like, a bunch of stuff is being banned now. Because, like, smartwatches are being used for cheating. The AI is being used for cheating, so they have to ban that as well. And they have a tool that can reverse engineer the AI stuff, so if you use the AI, they will find you. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's banned. It's like, how do you use it as a tool versus cheating? And there's a bunch of discussions going on about that. And to like troll them, your school is wild. To troll them, I'm asking my teacher, okay, so if I get a brain chip implanted, is that cheating? AI contact lens. It's probably gonna be a thing. And like that's the thing, right? I'm asking like, so if I get a brain chip implant, is that cheating? Nobody in my school cheating? I don't believe you. What if I get like a chip that only does memory, so I can just remember a lot of stuff easier? Is that cheating? What if I get an AI? What if I get an AI brain chip implanted in my mind, and then it takes control of my body? Can it then write the exam for me? And then do we give the yes, it is. Do we then give a diploma to the AI? If I allow an AI sentience through my brain, is that cheating? A lot of good questions. A lot of good questions coming out of this. What's the chart about? It's half-lives of different isotopes of elements. So the element is on the left, then the neutron number is in the middle, and the half-life is on the right. Bye, Emmanuel. Have a nice day. And Ken is hiding in fear, or he's like dead again. We'll host another funeral for Ken, assuming he's dead. I am just about done eating, but whenever I'm talking, it slows down, of course. Yeah. A lot of fun trolling the teachers, though. There was also the genuine question that came up today of, are you able to eat human blood? Which, you know, is a normal question to come up, right? So I ask, can you eat human blood? And we're like, well, if it's your own, it's fine, because it's your own stuff then. If it's others, probably not. And then I'm like, well, what if you boil the blood ahead of time? Very normal, exactly. And so I'm like, well, what if you boil the blood first, because then you'd kill any pathogens? And they're all like, oh, that might work. You would kill everything in it. Exactly. So then, if I take a bunch of human blood, boil it, can I drink it and be fine? You drink blood on the daily? Me too. Infinite protein sack. I also drink blood literally daily. Maybe not quite daily. Most days I have a little bit of blood. Normal stuff. Vampires. Well, only if you count sucking my own blood. But, yeah. You know, you got a little poke on the finger, right? And then if there's a little bit of blood leaking, just lick that right up. You gotta reuse it, right? That's loud. Your body reuses stuff all the time. If I'm bleeding, lick the blood. Clean it up. Reuse the material. My immune system just gets stronger from having it there. Usually. Drink blood through my skin. Recycling at its finest. Exactly. Meanwhile, my sister is also coming down with a really bad cold. So, hopefully, what is this? Hopefully, while I need to be working on my IA and all this important stuff, I don't get deadly sick or anything. That'd be bad. So you do have a sister? Didn't I say mother? Sorry, Ken's fucking about must have got me confused. Because Ken keeps, like, calling all my family members the wrong thing. I do question if he knows what a woman is. Because he keeps mixing it up so much. I think literally every time someone's talked through my door, he's been wrong about who it is. It's hilarious how bad he is at that. Okay, I am done eating. Let me quickly get a drink of water and then we'll start. Never seen a woman. Probably hasn't. Okay, I am going to deposit my peanuts, which is not a euphemism for anything. It's literally I have peanuts sitting in my room. I'm gonna go put them away. And then I will get a drink and come back. I'm just gonna wait for the shocked face emote to happen first, because we all know it's coming. No? No, maybe you guys are mature enough. Okay then. I walk back and it's there. I swear to God. Oh my God. I don't know why. The grass is gone. What did that say? I don't know why. My fridge is at like a degree above freezing. So like the water in there is so cold. It's so cold. Just spammed random things? I don't believe you. That's the kind of thing you would say to make me immediately just disregard it and ignore. Well, even that's unimportant. But if you're lying, now it's even more important the fact you're trying to distract me from it. It's on the stream, CT. I can always go back and see. May as well tell me now and save us both some time. I didn't spam, I just said random things. Pee-pee. Okay, let's get to work. It's already 7. Jesus Christ, 7. He just did that. But do I believe him? Okay. I swear you said you deposited your pee-pee grass. While eating nuts. No. Deposited my peanuts. This isn't hard, guys. Okay, let's get the stuff out. I took a math test yesterday too, and a chemistry test today. Both of them went quite well. A couple of faults and things I was unsure of here and there, but you know, for the most part, fine. I tend to get like 90% on all my tests, if not more. Okay, where is the rest of my information? A bunch of my stuff's been separated for some reason. Okay, let's get this out. This is the main thing we're doing today. I'm converting information I have on a paper sheet here onto data tables, and we are going to talk, and that's it. It's very much appreciated. If you see any numbers repeating when they shouldn't, let me know. Things should not be repeating, but it's very possible I fuck this up. And that's not good. Also, I do actually have good news. On another weird thing. I can't see numbers. RT got his kind of push against YouTube, actually, it worked. And YouTube has rolled back some of their policies on swearing. Fucks up immediately. So now, we can swear again without fear of consequences, because they've rolled some of that back, thanks to RT and his everyone has pushed for him. So that's great. We're still going to continue to use YouTube, just to, like, further make our point. But that push has worked really well. And YouTube has gone back on a stupid thing they did, which is really rare. God, we need the dislikes back. I think I've told you about this before, right? This stupid online video I saw, where it's like, here's how it's like a Fortnite fix for how to play multiplayer at a certain point. We have enough power, we can do anything. And the guy's like, okay, so in this 15 fucking minute guide, I'm gonna teach you how to make, I'm gonna show you how to fix your Fortnite thing and play in multiplayer. And then he's like, okay, so you're gonna go into here and you're gonna make sure this is on, you're gonna do this, and don't worry guys, in a moment we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and he's wasting our time. And we're watching it in double speed, it's all just a bunch of nonsense. And then he, like, leaves the same menu he's been in 3 times. And then right at the end, after all the stupid time wasting he's done, for I have no idea what reason, right? Presumably, like, just increase watch time, so that YouTube, like, gives him more, like, views and then more ads, right? It is a multiplayer, yeah, but, like, the multiplayer had been disabled for a while here, right? And so what ends up happening at the end of the guide is the guy's like, okay, and finally, to enable multiplayer, you're gonna go down here and you're gonna submit a bug report because this is a bug in the game right now that they're currently working on fixing. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, you asshole? He wasted our time completely, and there was no fix because it was just something they had done temporarily to their servers. It's infuriating. He wastes our time for so long. And, like, it would have been nice to have dislikes for that, because then you can look at it initially and see that, hey, wait a minute, why does this thing have 1,000 likes and, like, 100,000 dislikes? Maybe this isn't a helpful guide. It's just a prank, bro. It was, like, genuinely the most infuriating thing I've ever seen. Okay. We are now continuing. Okay, starting with ALs, it's 24 to 30. And this is the rest of our night. Ten out of 10 gameplay. You just want to be absolutely slandered again. It was their... Look, if they don't want to make a rewind, then don't. Like, just have you... Literally, right? Have YouTube just hire Schmoyo. Because they've been doing it now for a while now anyway. Have them hire, like, Schmoyo and, like, a couple other people to just actually dedicatedly work on it with people who care. And aren't just, like... Stop making, like, top 10s of stupid things. Find the best moments and compile them. And then make a best moments thing, not a top 10. It's not that hard. I wouldn't want to do it, but even I could have done better than how YouTube did. Okay, 11 is 2050. I'm gonna listen to Grass talk. Yeah. 717-0. It's gonna be a lot of this for now. We need to talk about something, yeah. We need something to talk about. 226.13. Oh, and I definitely can't stream tomorrow. Because we, well, are probably going out. Maybe going out. 1352. How much is who? How much is who and where? Okay, where, just like a relative. We're going like my grandma's house. What is, how much is who? What? 394.2. 362.10. 3620. And there's another element done. Congratulations, guys. That is about a 15th of a 6th. So that is like, that's like 1/90th of the entire thing done, guys. We only have to do that 90 more times and we're good. Incredible, right? The efficiency at which we work. 11 to 19. Kind of want to start with this column as well. Someone's cat died, and a joke about the cat dying came in my head, but I didn't saw it, and now I don't remember. Didn't say it, and I don't remember. Who equals 45? How much is 45? Well, 45 is equal to 45 times 1, or 9 times 5, 3 times 15. It's not divisible by 4. We already said 5 and 9. Next possibilities are 6, 7, 8. It's not by 7. It's not by 8 because it's not even. Is it by? It's also not 6. It's not even. What is HWO? That's the World Health Organization. There's 19 neutrons. Okay, starting at 25 should go to 33. No, it equals to 90. Now I'm completely lost. What do you... What words? Capital letters or double? Huh? Are you asking for, like, the position in the alphabet of the letters and then double it because they're capital? Why? Also, that doesn't work to give every word its own number. You have to use prime factorization. No, that doesn't work though. You have to use prime factors, right? So it's gotta be like A is 2, B is 3, C is 5, D is 7, and then you, if it's capital, you square it. Then, and if there's a second one, you also square it. I guess you couldn't use capitals. If there's 2 letters in the same word, you'd square that number. No, like, A is 2, B is 3, C is 5, D is 7, and it's primes, and if there's multiple in the same word, you square it. And technically that still wouldn't give you the positions, it would only give you which letters there are. To actually get positioning would be a lot harder. I know. You take a prime for each position, and then you raise it to the power of the number of the letter. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, but what you do is, if the first position is A, you'd have to take cryptography. I mean, this is like fairly some basic stuff. This is just giving each... It's like fairly undoable even. I guess it kind of could be hard. But you take... And then you're multiplying them all together, of course. Actually, yeah, no, this becomes quickly a nightmare. So you take your first position, and then you raise it as 2 to the power of whatever your letter is. So if it's an A, you raise it 2 to the power of 1. Take your second position is 3 to the power whatever it is. If it's an 8, it's 7. So 3 to the power 7. Then you do this for your entire sequence. It gets quickly out of proportion. Then you multiply it all together, and you get something that's probably like 1,000 digits long. That number is unique to the sentence. That number can then be used to... That number is then specifically unique to the sentence. And it's incredibly hard to actually, like, work out... Would it be unique? Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to prime factorize. You'd have to factorize it based on its primes. It wouldn't be too hard because you know it's got a bunch of the lower primes, right? Like you know there's at least a 2 in there, right? So you can divide a 2, divide another 2, keep dividing it by 2 until it can't divide by 2, and then then you find your letter. Keep dividing it by 3 till it can't divide by 3, that's your letter. Divide it by 5 till it can't divide by 5, that's your letter. And then you just keep doing that, and you like every time you divide by that, you add 1 to the counter. And then whatever that counter's on when you have to go to the next prime, that's your number. And eventually you end up with just 1 value left, and then that's your last thing. We could use this code in the Discord. No, we couldn't. So hang on. You want to know what the word what would be? Let me get a paper. Let me just calculate for the word what. Okay? What letter is W in the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, Z. Okay, it's 23. Yeah, thank you. So, 2 to the 23 times... Is H 7? H is 8. So 3 to the 8. A is just 1. So 5 to the 1. And then T is... Yeah, it's 8. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H is 8. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S. T is 20. So it'd be 7 to the 20. Okay, so what we're doing, right? Who's not 46? So what we have to do, right? 2 to the power 23 times 3 to the power 8 times 5 times 7 to the power of 20. Let me get my calculator and see if this works. Let me even see if I can get like a power of 10 value off of this, and you would need specificity. 2 to the power of 23. Okay, isn't that big yet? Then times 3 to the power of 8. Now it's bigger. Times 5. Not that bad. And then times... So currently, right? It's 2.75 times 10 to the 11. Now, times 7 to the power of 20. I think this will break it. No, it didn't. Okay. So the answer, right, is about 2.195789695 times 10 to the 28. So, you would need... So basically, it's got like 29 digits. And you'd have to have... So you'd have to like... It's got... I guess you could use it for small things, because it's only 29 digits. But like, even just the word what turns into something with 29 digits. That's ridiculous. And what is closer to a 3-letter word? Because A adds almost nothing. Lol. What would lol be? Yeah, let's calculate lol. Two to the 12. 3 to the 15, 5 to the 12. 2 to the power 12. New form of secret messaging. This is like relatively standard like coding. This is like relatively standard mathematics and cryptography. Okay, we get 1.4, about 1.43 times 10 to the 19. So still, lol would have 20 digits. So to literally communicate a single simple thing like lol, you'd have to use 20 digits to actually say what you're trying to say. Does this seem problematic at all? I mean, sure, it's interesting, right? And if you have a long, like, nah. Like, sure, it might look cool, right? If you get some, like, a long thing, like maybe I'll use this in a future ARG, right? That would be cool, right? Like, people are smart. Like, if I take, like, a 30 word phrase, right? I make, spaces are to the power of 0. So they'd fall to 1. That doesn't work. They couldn't be power of 0. Because when they fall to 1, we just multiply by 1, nothing happens. Spaces have to be there, like, I guess 27. So spaces, like, do it and spaces are 27, and like a 30 word thing, right? And then just plug in this, like, giant number into, like, on a piece of paper, or, like, on like, a document of some sort, and then you have to, like, reverse factorize everything out of that to actually get what you're calculating, right? But that's just annoying. And, like, God, how would I get, like, the specificity needed? Like, could Google scientific calculator even tell me? Maybe Wolfram Alpha? Yeah, so cryptography could be used to cheat? Highly unlikely. First off, you would have to still sneak it in, right? And they'd never allow that. So, and it is less space efficient than anything else. Plus, to decode it, you need to apply you have to apply a bunch of math onto it. To pull out your 2s, pull out your 3s, pull out your 5s. You would need, like, a calculator for it, and it would still be inaccurate. It would be honestly, like, it's cool, it's fun, it's horrible in every useful way. Moving on to silicon. We're supposed to be going to 2033. Cryptography is cool, though. I learned about it while I was at the math camp over summer. You just use each letter as its own number and comes spaces. Okay, but how would you, like, do that, right? Because the point, right? A word from a single number has to get transferable back into a word, right? If you count a number as its own value, colons to separate. See, if you count a number as its own value, then what you end up getting when you, like, if you add them, for example, you just get a number, right? If you multiply them, then you get something where it's like, you don't actually know where they go. It could tell you what's in it. But if I have 4, right? That tells me that there is a 2 and a 2. That tells me there's a B and a B, but I have no idea where. And, you know, obviously it's BB or BB, but if it's something more complicated, if it's 10, right? It's a 5 and a 2. It's a B and a E. It's a B and an E. And that one's easy enough to figure out it's gotta be B. But, like, on a more complicated word, you don't know what it could be. And, like, if it's a whole sentence, like, I'll be there soon, you have no idea where your B and your E are going. You could get your letters, but you have to, like, then decrypt them by yourself, and that could have multiple answers. Doing it in this way guarantees each number is traceable back to a specific a specific word. Just a string of numbers. Well, then it's just then it's not even cool. Then you've literally just replaced them with numbers. You could learn to read that even. Oh, that's a cool idea. What if, right? Take a bunch of reading material, transfer it into numbers. Transfer it into numbers, and then learn to read numbers. Incredible idea, right, guys? Learn to read in numbers. Mind blown. Language settings. I could code that too. English. I could code that too. Because that's something where, like, you put in some piece of text, you could copy and paste from somewhere. And then it'll spit it out based on those numbers. So I could just, like, copy and paste long text and then learn to read in numbers. Guys, this is an amazing idea. Okay, we gotta do a stream of this at some point. I gotta get on my phone that coding thing back so that I can, like, code this. I could even code this in brainfuck, which would be hilarious as well. I need this now. It'd be even funnier if I did, like, code it in brainfuck. Like, code this thing in brainfuck. And then have it just act... Because that... for those of you who don't know what brainfuck is, it's a coding language. Yes, it is what you think it is. It's a coding language. Where it's literally just a plus, a minus, certain brackets, and, like, arrows. Yes, that's what it is. It's very simple. It's got an input command, it's got a selector function, it's got, like, parentheses to tell you what to do when, and for, like, looping functions, and that's it. And it's got an add and subtract. It's the name of a coding language. It's so simple. It looks like a mess. It's so hard to see what you're actually doing. But I was able to make, like, an addition machine in it. So if every letter were turned into a number, I could code it in brainfuck, so it reads a letter... Could I? I think brainfuck needs numerical inputs, though. I don't know if I could give it a word input. That might be the problem. No, I can. It's ASCII values, right? Yeah, if I put in letters, it'll take the ASCII value. So I could code it so it'll take in... I could code it. I don't want to put it in numbers. I want to be able to put in a text and it to spit the numbers out. Right? So it'll be ASCII values. Output letters. That's the inverse of what we want to do. I put in the words. They come out as ASCII values. And then I just offset everything so that I offset everything so that they go back to where they should be. So I can't make an if loop because that's way too complicated for brainfuck. But I could have it so it takes the thing, subtracts this much from it, outputs it, and then moves one to the right. And that would work. And then it'll just, for every single thing... And brainfuck is so incredibly fast as well. It's super efficient because it's so simple. So, I could just put in a giant blob of text, it'll go through, convert it all into numbers, and then we can read numbers. It just have to all be lowercase. That's the only thing. So I can throw in a giant lowercase wall of text, and then it'll just convert it, and I can learn to read in numbers, chat. Wouldn't that be incredible? One day in chemistry, my teacher would just, like, write some numbers on the board, and I'll just, like, look. Oh yeah, that one says farm. And that'd be such a cool test too, right? Like, imagine if, like, a person is like, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, okay, write a sentence and put it in numbers. They, for like half hour, struggle to do it. And then I just look at it and it's like blah, 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 whatever it is. It's like, I bet you can't read this. Phew, mind blown. That'd be awesome. I really should do that. I could code that too. Our own language. I could code that and I could learn that. It'd be a huge waste of my time. I really don't have time to be wasting on this. But that would be so fucking cool. Oh, and could read someone's IP off in letters. Oh yeah, this one says what the fuck. And they would never know. We would. Oh, that's amazing. I could code that. I have like very limited coding knowledge, to be clear, but I could code that because it'd be simple enough. I could code that and I could learn that, and that'd be hilarious. And it would probably like really fuck with my brain. Crash is the smart one here. I need to rewatch the stream to understand that you will. Yes. This is not what we're supposed to be doing, but it's very cool. Also, I have a project I have to do for one of my classes, right? That requires I do something individually and creative, right? This could be that. Learning to read in numbers is 100% creative. That could count. And if we're streaming it, there's the recordings of it too. That's the creative bit. It's basically you need like 3 parts. You need a creative side. What is it? It's CAS. It stands for CAS. Give me credit. So it's creative. The S is service, and the A is something. I forget what it is. Artistic, maybe? Anyway. I already know what I'm doing for the service bit, approximately. I have an idea. This could be the creative bit. Learn to read in numbers. That'd be so cool. I'd have to like learn the letters basically, right? I'd have to learn. So first off, I'd have to learn the letters, and then I have to get more familiar with like what a word looks like. So I gotta just slowly work my way up, and then eventually, like I can just like read super long words in letter. I'm gonna make a list in Google Docs. You have to be code because you have to be able to take enough text, right, and then put it in. Extra server, we have to test it. The other thing would be like, how do we address capitals, right? Because like testing if it's a capital is really hard. I could probably code that in brainfuck as well. Like, because there's a certain thing for like, right? For like, if it's equal to 0, do this. Otherwise, do that. You can code that. It's complicated, but you can. So, what I could do is like, subtract this much. Like, subtract this much, and then this much, and one more. If it's beyond Z, then it's a capital letter. In which case, keep subtracting until it's 0, and now we know how much it is. Then remove... Now, and we also know it's capital. Now, remove this much, and now here's the new value. And then I can just spread it out in the same thing. So it'll always be lowercase, because numbers don't have upper or lowercase. So I could convert it all from uppercase and lowercase into lowercase. Just into numbers. Not into case, just into numbers. IP address because of the amount of numbers. 26 plus, yeah. So we remove the amount to set it down to the right amount, but then, like, we remove an additional 26, and if it is, or we remove as much as possible, if it's still higher, I don't know if that would work. It might. You could probably code that. If it's still higher, then keep going until you find out how much it is, and then remove a certain amount based on that, to then readjust the cap, remove 26 more, I guess. Or sorry, if it keeps going, then just remove 26 no matter what. Just put an essay into it. Eventually, I'd be able to read that. So after enough practice, right, I could put an essay into it and then just read that. And that'd be so cool too, right? Like imagine, right? If I give the program to someone, right? They can write whatever they want in it. They can copy paste something. And then they give it back to me. And me just looking at numbers can just like read through it. And their mind is just shattered at what language itself means. Yeah, so the way ASCII works, normal letters range somewhere from like 30s-ish to 50s, and then capitals go another 20 beyond that. I can insult you in numbers. Yeah, exactly. That'd be so cool. The only problem is spaces. How do spaces work? So, like, each letter is a single digit, right? But, like, numbers, they could be 1 or 2. Colons? Yeah, just, like, put a colon in between each one. Because some of them be 1, some of them be 11, right? So, like, how do we separate it? If we just put, like, if we put a comma. If we just put, like, a comma or underscores. Maybe. I think if we just put, like, a comma, right? We put a comma in between each group of letters. Yeah, that'd work. So for like O is 15, right? So for looking, L L is 12. So for look, it'd be like 12, 15, 15, whatever K is. This is why I didn't want... See, this is an amazing idea, but I also really should not have streamed this. Dude, I could print a novel. I could write a novel entirely in this language that no one can read. I could print a novel that nobody can read unless you learn to read in numbers. Incredible. Problem is, someone would take a computer to it. We'll talk about all the plans later. Gotta make something to write this down. I'll 100% remember this. This is the coolest thing I've thought of in a long time. I just need to be able to do the coding for it. I don't know many coding languages. I could try doing it in, like, C, but that might become a nightmare. I could try doing it in one of the C languages. The alternative is Brainfuck, because Brainfuck is really simple, so I can code it in Brainfuck. It's just complicated. It's so simple, I can use it and it'll almost certainly work. It's just gonna be really complicated as to... It'll be complicated as to, like, how to get... All I do is make a joke, but wow. That's fine. Oh, the music's gone. God damn it. This is cool. This is cool. I really should do that. Doug is a big streamer on Twitch, right? He just fucking memorized the Zorbies ad. That's lame. Dude memorized the Zorbies ad? I learned to read in numbers, fools! Ha! Good times. I gotta do this. I don't have time now, but, like, over spring break, I think I'll start on this. I'm planning to, like, pick up the Terraria streams on spring break. I think we're also going to do some streams trying to code this. The other thing is we have to code, like, if we get, like, anything else, if we get commas, semicolons, periods, we gotta disregard it. So we have to find a way to, in whatever coding language we choose, probably it's gonna have to be C. I doubt I'm gonna, like, I'd love to use Brainfuck. I just don't think it's gonna work because of those extra things. Like, Brainfuck is really hard. It's simple and it, like, won't break. As long as you understand it, you understand it. But it's really hard to get logic stuff working. So, I don't know. We'll figure out whatever we do. We'll find a way. But over spring break, I would love to work on this. Brainfuck might just be the best place to do it. Because it'd just be simple. Because I've got some experience there. That's probably just the best solution. Anyway, this is supposed to be going to the SI. This is supposed to be going to 33 SI. That's already wrong. Great, congratulations, guys. You've made it one and a half elements. It's been an hour. Had this sort of power, he would be very evil. Just posting horrible things in numbers there. See, that's always the good thing about learning another language. Finally, woo. That's always the good thing about learning another language in general. You can, like, insult people, and they won't even know. You can just like you can talk about people behind their backs, right? Like if you and your spouse both know like French, for example, you can insult all the English morons you want because they'll have no idea what you're saying. You can talk about them behind their backs. And that's the other thing, right? If they also know the language, you're kind of fucked. And that is the one part where it goes wrong, right? Where you're talking about them behind their back, and then they come up and like they also start speaking in French, and they just nonchalantly say like they nonchalantly say something semi-complicated but not too fast, not too like much, or and it's like chill, so you know they know what you were talking about. Thing then though, if you're doing it in good faith, you can like tell them it was like in good faith and a joke, maybe. Because I've heard stories of that before where it was in like bad faith, and it's always hilarious to hear about the reactions people have. But if it's all in like fun and games, right? Assuming you're not being like mean behind their back, right? Yeah. We should probably start working, right? SI 25. Hey, 221 negative 1. I hear a girl pronounce nonchalant as nonchalant. Wait, nonchalant or nonchalant? Nonchalant. Uh. Yeah. Is that, yeah, like nonchalant? Which one is it? Is it nonchalant or nonchalant? Either way, che. Oh god. Uh. How old and what proficiency in English does this girl have? Because there's probably context needed around this. They rounded sound the rounder? Nonchalant. Okay. So it's just not it's che. So nonchalant. Eighth grade? Is this like eighth grade and like avid English speaker, or is this like someone who's like come from India? Like, is this like someone who's immigrated, or is this like someone who should be knowing English by now? I should put the music back on. Hang on. Someone who probably should. Oh god. Okay. Why is there an f of x here? Why is this f of x an option? Oh god. I feel like your school are military kids. Why? What kind of school do you go to? 7170. What the? No. I'm on Silicon. Don't F it up. 2250. 4120. The school is close to to military housing. Oh, okay. The next three are all stable. So I'm gonna move the next one. I'm not stable. 943.3. 495.9. S18O. Next is 13 through 19. Okay, and these ones are 28 to 34. Just pretend we aren't here. Um, 270 -1. 410. 15 power 2. You know how for like a year now I'm still just getting a good social life. I feel like blank L. Is that L as in like from light? Is that L from like Death Note? Just like alone to contemplate the meaning of the universe. 1, 2, 3, 6. No? Okay, well never mind then. 219.6. I don't have time to explain it. One, 2, 4, 1. You don't like anime. Look, Death Note's a great anime. It's the only one I'll stand by. You neither. Death Note is the only one I will actually like. It's the only one I've seen, even then I'm not seeing it to completion. I've heard like Full Metal Alchemist is good. I'm interested in the sounds of Railgun, but I couldn't like find it. Or I didn't search for it or something. Did I look for that one at any point? I don't know. Okay, so I got this plot for this new anime portrayal, right? So there's this girl, and she's got like huge boobs, real set of badonkers, real Doban Hankaros. What happens next? Transfer student shows up with even bigger Hana Hanga Balagos. The game on Roblox, it's based off One Piece. Okay, what's next? S's. We got 13 through 23. Right, so 13 through 23. What is One Piece? What is One Piece? Anyone actually know? It's native 12. Hey, Carl. Nice to have you around again. Can't see shit. Yeah, I know it's in a weird view. I like the anime. There's something called demon fruits. They basically grant powers. Why are they called demon fruits then? They remove the user's ability to swim. Why? Is it 39? Yeah. You all can't see? Boats are essential to move around. Why can't you swim? Are you like too dense? Is your body like too dense to float? Cuz swimming's a skill. That's not How does that work? You can relearn that. You also like just denies. But that's not how swimming works. Like swimming is something where if you understand how it works, it kind of just happens. You can turn into balls in exchange for no swimming. Or water just hurts you. Like mentally or physically? Is it like acid now? Is it like acid or is it just like mental pain? Because I'll deal with like mental pain whenever I get in water. Also, that seems like the kind of thing that'd be like heavily regulated by the government. Like no civilian would ever get their hands on one of these. But like the entire military would be like force fed them. Probably acid. Well, that's unfortunate. See, mental torture is really fun because you think it hurts. What government? Oh no. Did like the government die or something immediately? It's like a curse in exchange for goofy powers. Carl, we're allowed to swear, you know. Or maybe you guys aren't. I'm allowed to swear again because YouTube's fixed their policy. Archie successfully made that push. There basically is no. Okay, so all the governments fell after the demon fruit. Got it. That's good to know. So the entire world is just like fucking chaos now. Too many islands. Wait, so is this like a flooded world as well, and it's a bunch of islands? Also, I guess. Also, if you wanted to like contain people, couldn't you just like lock them on an island? Like if you want this person to never escape, you lock them on an island? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense about the governments. I've got to like try and predict which question you're answering. I know they're all behind. I know that yeah was for like the government collapse or something, or it's all like a flood world. I gotta like predict which thing you're actually responding to. 188 to the -1. I missed what that last one was. 118.0. $255.0. Next three are stable. Some fruits can help people fly. Some dudes just got really OP powers and destroyed a shit ton of islands. This is all coming from a guy who played a Roblox game loosely suggested the subject. Ah, yes. Roblox, the truest form of knowledge. 755.6. You guys were saying you couldn't see earlier. What do you mean by you can't see? Like, is it just really small? 3032. 1024. 115.1. Small numbers. Can you like somewhat see what's happening? Also, does anyone know where Ken is? Carl, have you spoken with Ken anytime recently? Probably because we're on phones. That's true. You're already like seeing mine like a tiny thing. You're also all on phone. I think a bunch of you are on phones. It's the number and like the quality. The numbers are just shrunk like dozens of times. Okay, after S we got chlorine. It's 15 to 23. What's a Ken? Carl, you remember Ken, right? You guys remember, like, back when, like, this is, like, because this currently is, like, the second iteration of my viewers, right? Like, back when we had Carl and Kat. He's scared of school in general. Dangerous creature. Remember back when we had, like, Carl and Kat? Then we had Ken CT come along, and then Carl and Kat died. Tragic day, tragic day. Who will eventually destroy us all? I don't think the World Health Organization's goal is to kill us all. As he slowly gains control. Oh, you're talking about Ken. Okay. Yeah, he's dangerous. Be careful of Ken. Ravenous creature. Okay, so we're starting on 32. And then 40 CL is the last one. Remember when we had Cat? Ken is allergic to numbers higher than 12. Okay, but does that include, like, certain exceptions? Like, what about the number 666? No, higher or lower than 7. True. Oh, yeah, there was Dash, too. Wasn't he waiting for us to finish Mindustry? I feel bad now. I remembered him like last week. DoorDash. I was remembering him about last week. I was like, oh, right, he was supposed to... Oh, oops. Mindustry was nice. It was good to talk, but I was like, I'm not good at that game. I like it, but it's really hard, and I don't know if I love that. I like Mindustry, but it takes a long time to play. We killed Dash with Mindustry. Rip. We remember Dash. If you guys want, a little later, after we do some more data tabling, we could possibly go do, like, Bunker Alpha. We could go do the bunker. Because I have to do that at some point, like... I have to do that really soon anyway. It's reset, so I gotta, like, get on Bunker Alpha and Police Station so they start the reset timers. So I gotta, like, visit both to start the set timers. Why are we talking like we're in our deathbed or old, Lamau? Time's running short, Ken. I've got... Oh, shit. Shit, how much time do I have? Before 12. We can't do Bunker Alpha. Oh, shit. I forgot I had something really important I have to do. I have a thing to do today for my bio course. Okay, we'll do this for like an hour, and then after that I have to go do something important for the bio course. So, there's that. Oh, good thing I did not forget about that. That would have been bad. 298 negative 1. $250. 1530. Speed run it. I like see even going the fastest, right? Doing Bunker Alpha for floor 2 and 3 will take like an hour. And that would mean like if we started in a half hour, we'd be going till 9:30. The stream will probably end at 10. I don't want to really give myself 2 hours only to finish the thing. I want to give myself like 4. So starting at like I guess it'll be 3. So around like 9 we end the stream. I'll have 3 hours to do it. Spring King. I really hope after this time Bunker Alpha I get the gas can and the tire, because that'll allow me to get the motorbike. Then I can bring the generator up to there, and I can start harvesting that better wood. And that better wood, it'll be really important to like upgrade my base walls. That's what all this is for, right? The bunkers and the police station and possibly the farm, all to get the things for the motorcycle and the generator to put on the motorcycle to bring the thing to get more wood to build my walls up higher. It's a mess of a pattern. But that's what we need. What game? That is Last Day on Earth Survival, which is something I played years ago, and I've recently started playing again. Stream until 9? Yep, 1 more hour. Okay, now we're on the 18th isotope, and I think 18 and 20 are stable. What game is it, Glass? Last Day on Earth Survival is the name of the game. CL19 is 95112. 223.3. 337.3. 8101. There's chlorine done. We've now finished like 5 of them. Okay, this is a 15 through 25 for argon. I like to drink chlorine. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't drink chlorine. You also shouldn't drink hydrochloric acid. Better than Starbucks. Hydrochloric acid is what's in your stomach, and chlorine's a bit part of that. Tastes like chocolate. That might be right, actually, yeah. I think acidic things taste sweet, and basic things taste sour or bitter. I think it's bitter. Acidic things taste sweet, though. So if you're drinking like hydrochloric acid, yeah, that would taste sweet. It'd also burn your esophagus, but it would taste sweet. Hydrochloric acid tastes like cotton candy. It's not hydrochlorics. Hydrochloric. You misspelled it again. Okay, so 33 through 43, that sounds correct. Yeah. Okay, 173, negative 1. 846, negative 1. 'I have a hot dog to deep throat. Bye, Carl. See you around, hopefully. 178. Good luck with your hot dog. 1780. Okay. Alternating stable. Why not deep throat on stream? 3026. 8469. 6583. 1049. 3222. finally actually making some progress. Okay, 17 through 25. Getting beat on stream, real mom, real dad, real child. 16, that's not right. 36 through 49. Uh, 44 is correct. Anything else you want to discuss? 3, 4, 1, -1. 1, 1, 2, 4, 0. No naughty things, Nickel. 4, 5, 9, 2. I meant like fun things. 3, 9, 4, 16. What do you mean you don't know what we can talk about? CT, your job is to find something you can talk about. Remember when we completely distracted and talking about fun, like, code things and learning to read in numbers? 445, 4. I got, like, a new bike. 8034. What color was it? Any accidents while having fun you want to talk about? I haven't had any accidents lately. What are we saying is an accident? Okay, 17 through 29 here. An injury. 37 CA. I guess an injury. CT go first. Yeah, CT, you start. Going to 49. -1. Still have to cast, and that's all. Interesting. 444 -1. 860 -1. 314 12. 1407. So early in the school year, we went to the field trip on YMCA camp for 3 days and 2 nights. 3925. The first day we got an activity. 7727. $523.2. Just happened to be in the group on the high ropes course. Oh no. How many died? Like, I just need the numbers for very legal kidney harvesting operations. It's to save the kidneyless children in Africa. Promise. How is it math kidney harvesting? How is it math and kidney harvesting have become the memes in this channel? Ken must be purposely avoiding us too, eh? But in our safety harnesses, we learned how to unclip the harness. Oh no. The fact you specified that, oh dear god. Because he responded to a video earlier, and vice versa. Yeah, Ken hates math. But, like, it's a joke, right? He doesn't, like, genuinely feel sick when he's in the presence of math, right? $21-27. He literally avoided this whole stream, though. I mean, you're right. How did math and kidneys even become a meme on this channel? Okay, well, math is just because it's something I like. Kidneys cropped up because of an interesting conversation I had started one day about, like, would a hospital accept if you gave them, like, a whole bunch of kidneys just out of nowhere, right? If you walked up on their doorstep and gave them, like, 200 kidneys. And it wasn't even the video that started that. I just thought of this. And then I found the video afterwards. But if you just, like, came up and you, like, gave them 200 kidneys, right? Would they just accept that? Anyway, it was a surprising video to find at 1 a.m. for you, wasn't it? Oh god, it was 1 a.m., wasn't it? Climb to the top on this, like, rope net. 681 -1. $1,404. And keep in mind, this is like 50 feet up or whatever, okay? Not that bad, you can survive that. 1,404. And I could feel this whole thing shaking as the wind blew. Yeah, that's normal. Nothing to be scared of. 464. $280.95. 157 E10. Okay, 21 to 31. I did the first part, which is walking across a line with swinging wooden blocks hanging as support. Interesting. It went all right. Okay. Okay, 21 to 31. Then we move on to a set of open lines where you had to assemble into two teams. -508, -1. 1879. 1114. I don't know how to spell it. Someone definitely got hurt bad in this story. You want to see something satisfying, right? Look at those. Look at those titanium. Those 5 titanium in a row are incredible. We had to push our hands to the person in front of us shoulders. Nice. Those have to be the nicest side steps I've ever seen. Stable, 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 stable. We need to get everyone across like that. Okay, so there's this big thing blowing in the wind, and you're crossing something. I, of course, fell off. Oh, no. So because you're all holding each other's shoulders, if one person falls, does, like, the entire line collapse? God, I can imagine the panic. Of, like, everyone getting dragged down, like, one after the other, and, like, you can't stop it. That's page 2 done. On to page 3. We're now about 1/3 done. I let go before I fell, though. Okay. Maybe that's not what you're supposed to do, though. Maybe you're supposed to drag everyone down with you. You know, grab onto their neck, pull a knife out of your pocket, threaten the guy in front of you, undo his harness, and throw him off the edge. He didn't deserve life. This Chava teammate goes back on the line and pats me up. Lol. You know, sometimes you gotta activate your vengeance. 31. You move on to the worst part. It's not over. Oh, God. So the person leading us through has asked for the most confident people to step up. Yeah, that's a good way to start. You inspire confidence in all the rest of your students by having the most confident go first. A wooden platform. They step up onto a wooden platform suspended by 2 ropes. By 2 white ropes. I was not part of the group, no. Yeah, after he fell, I didn't expect him to be after he just said he fell off. 23 to 33. Is it weird that I, like, laugh your laughs? That, like, when you laugh, I laugh as the laugh? Not at all. It sounds weird. Just you being charismatic, I guess. Yeah, but see, here's the really weird thing, right? I am, like, the last person you'd ever expect to have a YouTube channel. You're a storyteller right now. I am the last person you'd ever expect to have, like, the YouTube channel. Tell you what, you finish your story first. I'll go after. It's not, like, overlap the stories. Then the instructor pulls out on their end of the white rope. There's a bit of on the main wooden platform. Okay, so they pull in part of the wood of the rope. 3 minutes. And the platform zooms halfway to the other side. Ah, yes. This kind of thing, like, almost sounds familiar. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that specifically, but that sounds like something I could... That sounds like a good prank. Then it stops. The people on it were screaming. Yeah, I bet. I know I was screwed. They have to lean down and pull the 2 white ropes in order to get across. Oh yeah, that makes sense. They do it no problem. Yeah, this is sounding something that kind of makes sense, like, from a physics perspective. I understand what's happening here. Then comes my group of people, terrified. We step on, and I feel myself almost fall off. Good start. The platform zoots itself over. Zoot. We start pulling on the ropes. And by we, I mean everyone else. So what, are you sitting there like horrified or something? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was terrified to move, yeah. Well, do you know, I go and try to pull the rope, and one time I fell backwards off the platform. Right. I was just dangling there. I got help getting back on. Yeah, I kind of know that feeling. I mean, not really. There's this thing in Edmonton, right? It's in Galaxyland now. It's called Rope Quest. And I remember when it wasn't in Galaxyland. I remember when it was still just its own mall attraction. Then they moved it into Galaxyland. And Rope Quest is kind of like that. It's a medium-sized structure with a bunch of different, like, ropes and stuff. I don't know if I ever really fell off and, like, dangled by, like, the support cord, right? But there were probably times where I, like, reached up and grabbed the support cord to help me not fall off. And I definitely remember a time, this was, like, traumatizing almost. I'm walking across one of the normal beam ones on the bottom, right? One of the lower level easy things. And a thing starts to go off. It's a speaker below me. Called the Odyssey. A speaker starts to go off below me. And it's like this guy is like giving an announcement that's coming through the Rope Quest speaker for whatever reason. And it's supposed to be going across Galaxyland. So I'm hearing this like super loud speaker right below me. F jumps are higher L. And I'm just like sitting there like, okay, don't panic. It's not, yeah. And I don't panic immediately. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, don't panic. Just sit here and wait for it to end. But it's so loud, and it's like shaking the thing below me. It's like the vibrations are shaking the thing, and I'm like scared I'm gonna fall off. And so then, the worst part, right? It does its thing, it almost finishes. And I'm like, okay, finally the guy's over. And then he's like, and I'm like, God, fuck you. And he keeps going. And after like 40 seconds of this, he finally shuts up and turns it off. And I like crying cross to the other side. And I leave, and they ask, like, what's wrong? And I'm like, you played the speaker while I was below you. While I was above it. I don't know if they, like, would have changed that or anything, but they apologized for it. I guess it was just an unintended... That man knew! Oh, God. Yeah, that was not fun. You cried? Someone should have recorded. Well, I'm like a kid, right? I'm like... I want to say 11 or 12? So crying, like, it was only partially crying, right? It's not like wailing, right? But it's still at the point where, like, that speaker having been on for so long, it's almost more like a panic attack because of how loud it is and the fact it's vibrating and I'm scared to fall off. So my teammates, seeing the panic in their eyes, began to question their own abilities. Oh no. Nobody was really willing to pull. So we had to walk on the wires we had to walk on the wires the platform was suspended on. Oh god. And of course I was last to go. $51 to $61. Correct. Finally, there's a set of upward slanted wires in a Y shape. There was waist-high white rope there, too. By this one story, I can tell you're quite clumsy. By this point, I felt my right middle finger starting... Why your right middle finger? Does your right middle finger starting to hurt mean mush? And nor the one kept on. Does your right... Does that... My right middle finger hurt. Does that mean want to give him, like, a... Want to give the instructor here the FU? I'll explain. Let me guess. It got, like, cut. It got, like, cut or splintered in some horrible way. Something called the triple middle finger. I don't want to know where the third one is. Could barely get past the part of the Y that intersected. So I just sit there and struggle while my teammates watch. Finally made it to the end. And it was a frickin' zip line. Nice. That sounds cool, at least, right? Now, where does this go horribly wrong? First one to go down drops him like 30 feet before he starts going smoothly. Okay, so it's a really loose zip line. It finally gets to you. I look down and just jump. I really contemplated whether I wanted to live before that. Imagine having a half-life of 92 seconds. Finally, I slept in 3 a.m. for this. The last person up there was a girl and the instructor. She got held up for 30 minutes. What happened? We have about 20 minutes left in the stream. She was too scared to go down. They both reappeared halfway through dinner. 20 minutes end? Well, yeah, it's 8:40 now. There's only 20 minutes left. Nah, hell no. So Shadow, what do you think about the math, right? Shadow, look at all the data. Isn't it incredible, Shadow? Look at the data, Shadow. Isn't it incredible? Look at it, Shadow. It's simply amazing, isn't it? Look at the way it waves when you move past it, Shadow. Look at the waves in that data, Shadow. You gotta hide it every once in a while, though. It's simply too much for the human eyes to bear. Best part, my finger was swollen from the course, and I didn't tell anyone until the next day. That's a... Oh, no. Okay, so let me guess. It's cut, and it's a bacterial infection. My dad is unstable when I was a baby. Just sprained, okay. Didn't get the milk, I was so unhappy. But I'm pretty sure there's several teachers missed that last part just barely. I'm pretty sure that several teachers have videos of me dangling on the wire. Nice. 204 -1. Find one of his and send it in the Discord server. $5255. 1285. Really went through a whole mission to get humiliated. Are you Spider-Man? Oh yeah, I fell off, but you know, I'm Spider-Man, so I was fine. We're like clumsy men. Should I watch the stream when it ends? You find out to find what words. Rewatch the stream when it ends to find out, or they will tell you. As Spider-Man, I'd be dead, man. Bruh, Grass, you really need to get better at reading. Look, I was Spider-Man. I would be an actor. Deatho? You'd be an actor, Deatho. You could be a pretty good stunt devil. Dead man does whatever a dead guy can. It's got a nice ring to it. Mortally wounded man tries to save himself even though he can't. Up to 39. He died, he has no funeral. He died, he had no funeral. He is the dead man. Dead man in the Dead Man movie. I'd go. Thank you and good night. Bows. Bro, when did he die? Well, he is dead, man, so 1950. No, you gotta be careful, right? Here's a lesson on comedy, Nickel, right? When you go to ask a question like that, right? You gotta really think before you answer, and you gotta be quick about it, right? If you had asked me, when did he die, I would have said 2001. And then you just say nothing more, and you let the other guy think. Say tattoo without the T. Bless me. No, he died around World War II. Psh. Come on, that's not fun. What, are you gonna set up an intricate storyline where he was actually a long-lost friend of Captain America's that he had forgotten because of trauma after all he went through, and now Captain America is old and unable to even serve, but he can teach dead men how to be the new replacement for the Marvel character? Ridiculous. He died at the end of the war. Dies by oxygen. How do you die by oxygen? He used to be powerful. I guess too much oxygen, not enough like nitrogen is bad. Oxygen poisoning, yeah, I guess. Just the end of the war. How are you so weak? Dies by inhaling too much oxygen. And I will inhale even further beyond. No! The US got involved. And that's how Deadman died. And Russia got out, of course. Why do you have such like intricate lore for Deadman? Why does Deadman have such intricate lore? You mean carbon dioxide poisoning? No, it'd be oxygen poisoning. Too much oxygen is dangerous. CO2 poisoning comes from not being able to breathe like fast enough properly. My most Wait, this is a Hitler joke? How is this a Hitler joke? Where is this going? 4, 2, 3. Maybe. One, 2, 4. The nation losing is Germany. You can't choke on oxygen. And the US got involved, right? Yeah. And I am Deadman. No, you lost me. I'm tired now. Anything we specifically want to do in the last 10 minutes? Do we want to, like, finish the Z and the GA and the GE? There's 3 more we can get done. Or we can just stop here and do something else. You don't know life. God, we're 200 down. It's a meme, I swear. Yeah, what do you want to do with the last 30 minutes? The last 10 minutes? What should we do? Yeah, so right after the stream, I gotta, like, close this, put the thumbnail up, close the stream and all that stuff completely, and then go work on the other thing. Do you want to play, like, a round of Stormbound? You can do that. Round of Stormbound would be nice. Fits the top style, right? The vertical. Yeah, okay. Let me hold this. Okay. Okay, we will play but a single round of Stormbound, regardless of the time it takes. We will play a single round of Stormbound. Let me pause the music. Okay. We'll play a single round, and then we'll turn it off. And then I gotta get to work on that project. It's a fast thing, and it takes an hour. I think that's literally impossible. It's only a fast thing, right? It requires that you, like, take a balloon, do some basic breathing exercises, and record them a table. And then you, like, submit that. It's really simple, but I also maybe should have done it yesterday and not put it off to the last minute. But, oh well. Why don't you play Miner Gun Builder? I played it a long time ago and it got boring. Got old. I want to go second, not first. Now he because whenever I go, like, I just, like, can't play like this, right? Ooh. Thank you for playing something so bad, fool. This guy is all level 1 stuff. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, he doesn't even know to... Oh no. Oh, bud, you poor thing. He has no idea what he's doing. He should have... Oh no, he's all... Oh, I'm gonna murder an innocent person. What are you guys talking about, baby? Baby right now, get it right. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, what's happening? Here, let me start. Sorry, let me walk into your base real quick. I have no idea what's happening. A meme is happening. Very confusing meme. Did he just... Oh my god, not 2 damage. Oh my god, it can't be 2 damage you get. Is he about to die? He's not dead yet. He's just very, very close. See, he's not actually dead. Now, real dead, you can't. All you can do there is loot their pockets. But here, he's only mostly dead. And mostly dead is not all dead. That didn't work, bud. Okay, maybe we play one more, because that was like a slaughtering. Got bored of Stormbound. We'll play one more. Don't like deck builders. Yeah, they can get a little, like, annoying. Oh, yeah, so I'm down in bronze. I should be in, like, iron right now, based on my skill. So, we're just gonna, like, murder a person. That's unfortunate. An enchanted die he swallowed as a young dragonling. Why is it dragonling in this one? Why not dragonette? That's usually like the child form of dragon. Murder you traitor. What is wrong with you people? People are just now getting on. We're just playing a game. Playing, yeah. Hey guys, Grassman here. Today I'm gonna be laying a game. Oh, there you go. That one's level 2. That guy's playing something more logical. Laying a game, unlike my wife. Ah, boo. Boo. Lame. I wanted this to be on the field as long as possible. Okay, he's summoning a lot of guys, they just don't have much force. I'm gonna do this, right? The 9 will die and respawn, and then the other guys will deal 4 more damage to finish them, and then heal back up to 3. It's perfect. He's thinking. Does he have a play? If he makes no play now, they will both fight. Oh. If he makes no play now, they will both fight once, and my plan will work. Thinking is hard. Thinking so hard. If you work more harder, it's gonna be more harder. I think he rage quit. Haha! So I have overchargers, and then I can just play, like, Eloth. If he just rage quit, we just have to win as fast as possible, right? So Tagore does 4 here, overchargers is 1, and then their speed wins the next turn. Okay, I didn't actually think that through. I should have played overcharges one more so they would have won, because I was thinking like Ubas, but that wouldn't have worked anyway. Fair matching is unfair. Just unfair matching is fair. Just work more smarter. Yeah, I should have put them closer so they'd win, but now the mech factory will spawn guys and they'll just march right into his base anyway. Cheater. Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, he rage quit and made me have to sit through all that to win. He's the real cheater if you think about it. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's the end of it, because I gotta go work on that project. Nice, free gems. Rubies, sorry. We can check the shop, too. Anything good here? Pan Heralds, no. Well, they're only like 50. Guess I'll buy a couple. Not buying a third one, though. It's not worth it. On play, replace a random non-pirate card in your hand. It's also just gems. That's really bad. I'll buy another Pan Herald. I like this stream more than I thought I would. I'm glad you did. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you enjoy my content, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna go do that project, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, bye guys. I'll give you all a moment to say bye to me inevitably. Bye. Feels like 1 minute. Sorry, Shadow. Bye.